Welcome to another episode of the Coffee Conversation Show, the emerging entrepreneur powered by the Emerging India Forum, TEIF, Lions Club of Mumbai Shining, India Business Group IBG, Indian Chamber of International Business ICIB, and our tech partner, Prime Infotech Solution. Today's theme is very interesting: space planning in interior designing, expectations versus reality. We have today with us an eminent architect, Amitabh Talreja. He's into interior design, space planning since past 20 years for different types of residences, bungalows, offices, hospitals, showrooms, restaurants, malls, hotels, gym, spas, and many more. He has offices in Mumbai, Kathmandu, Dubai. So, friends, you look forward to an interesting conversation and do connect with Amitabh Talreja, architect, for your projects, which you'll come to know why he is an expert architect. So, Amitabh, the format of a coffee conversation is we first cover your professional journey, then your personal journey, and there is a surprise round, the rapid fire round.
Lovely. Awesome. I'm
Let's
waiting for it.
begin our coffee conversation. Yeah. Amitabh, my first question.
Yes.
Everyone wants to know, all our viewers over there, what is the difference between interior designer and an architect?
Architecture is more about constructing a building, okay? A mall or any structure which requires columns and beams, right? The plinth level, the basement levels, which there's a specialized course one needs to do, which is a 5-year minimum course for architecture. Per se, interior designing, which is a certificate course, one could even do it a 1-year certificate course or 2 years advanced course. And for architecture, you definitely need to do a science as your basic background for 2 years, 11th and 12th. For interiors, you can take up interior designing after imagery after 10th as well. So the difference between that is at least 2 years of science required for architecture. Per se, interior, which doesn't require that. And interior is a 2-year course or a maximum 3-year course. And architecture is a proper 5-year course. So that's the biggest difference. In architecture, you need to have the science background. Per se, interior, you don't need a science background like that. But for both, you need to have a passion for it.
Wonderful explanation, Amitabh. My next question will be, when did you decide to start your journey as an architect and how this journey has been till date?
I decided to start interior architecture after I completed my 12th. Okay. So how this started? So it was like more of a passion, which I was developing with years, because I've done so many things in my 11th and 12th. I was into modeling. I was into training, personal training. I was into share market. I was into jewelry industry. So I did multiple roles during those 2 years. I tried and experimented everything, what was possible in the market. Then I was like, I'm not really getting satisfied with the kind of work what I was doing earlier. So somehow I was inclined to design in something. It was my destiny to be a designer. So I did my 2-year course of designing. That one was a certificate course and one was the advanced course, which I really liked it. Although I was I was always a backbencher though. But again, I just got the hang of it. I really loved it. So I got into it totally in depth. Like that.
Wow. Now, Amitabh, you have designed hospitals, malls, penthouse, so many things. So among them, which project has been more challenging and why?
Challenging. So with regards to challenging, a small apartment as small as a 500 square foot is also challenging because you need to have all the requirements fulfilled for a person staying in a 500 square feet. Per se, a bungalow, what we are doing right now is a 20,000 square feet or a 10,000 square feet. The requirement broadens up as per the client's needs. And a small apartment also has all the requirements what a bungalow would need. Obviously, the requirement would be very minuscule to that level. But like if you talk about a bedroom, it needs to have a wardrobe, it needs to have a TV unit, a dressing table, a bedside, bed, everything what is required in a bungalow also. Only the space becomes larger and you can play around with design, aesthetics, and values to it. And per se, a smaller apartment, the rooms are smaller, more compact. So everything has to be fitted in because everyone wants everything in the house like that. And with regards to your Hospitals have been challenging because there are a lot of technical aspects which we need to look into it. The oxygen connection to it, the MEP side, MEP part of it, electrical, plumbing, firefighting system, which is a mandatory nowadays in all the hospitals and stuff. With malls, we have done a jewelry mall as well, which is around about a 40,000 square feet mall, which we did. Again, the challenging part was we had to design around about 100 showrooms in the mall. And we are going to do an exhibition center also, come a mall at the same time. That was again very challenging for us, which we did in Bombay itself. With regards to bungalows, we have done more of bungalows in Nepal because the land is pretty big and people don't prefer high rises over there because of the earthquake scenario in Nepal. So people go for bungalows over there. So anyone and everyone buys a land, constructs a bungalow, could be as small as 5,000 square feet to whatever size they are looking at. So bungalow is again, we can design much better because client has a different taste. It's a very personal project and everyone has their own requirements. With regards to a commercial project, the aesthetic has to be looked into a mall kind of a concept compared to a bungalow. Requirements varies from client to client and project to project, something of that sort.
My next question is, since you mentioned about Nepal, you are working in 3 different countries. So each country has their specific regard to space planning, designing. So can you tell us about the 3 different countries regards to space planning?
See, Bombay, the expensive land is not, you don't get the kind of land what is available in Nepal. So building a bungalow is very less, like around 5% to 3% of people would be really having bungalows in Bombay. People have high rises here, so people prefer staying in high rise, looking at the space management and everything. So in Bombay, a good house size would be around about 2,500, 3,000 square feet as maximum. Compared to Nepal, people buy a land of around about half an acre or lesser than that and 1 acre depending on their budgeting. And they prefer having elaborate houses and bungalows over there. And their requirement is such, since day one, the kind of clients which we have been working with are more into bungalows, less are into apartments. The apartment system is very less because it's more earthquake prone zone. So apartments, people are scared to stay there until the person is really mentally prepared to stay in a building. Because there has been 2-3 earthquakes in the recent time, which people have really got hit badly by it. And Dubai, again, it's more about apartments and bungalows. Dubai is a mix of both. But again, bungalow projects are much more better in Dubai because people have the space and there's a lot of land available. So bungalow, again, is mix of bungalows and apartment system, 50-50, something of that sort.
So people, who's expert for 3 countries. If you have properties in 3 countries, you have one man.
We are here at your service. Anything for us, please do let us know.
Yeah. So my next question, Amitabh, what are the different elements in space planning?
Different elements. It's very tricky question. 3 elements. First and foremost, we majorly look into Vastu part of it because that is very, very important in person's life and really plays indirect or direct role. And we don't really realize what kind of a role does a Vastu play in our life. So we first and foremost take care of the Vastu part of any apartment or bungalow or malls or showrooms or offices, what we do. Apart from Vastu, then functionality matters a lot. The space planning, the master planning has to be really, really perfect. Then third comes the lighting, the aesthetic part of the whole place, which makes the place look wow. So these 3 things have got to be really considered together.
Superb. So what are the things you keep in mind while working on a project?
3 things what we keep in mind. First is your planning. There's a master planning has to be really, really perfect. All the spaces has to be 100% utilized. Take it to be Bombay or India or Dubai. The property land pricing is so expensive. If the planning is not perfect with looking at the smallest of aspects, like you talk about a parking lot, you talk about a servant area, you talk about a generator space and the inside planning of the bungalows. So those things, if the master planning is not perfect, the bungalow planning, how much ever you do right, will always fall short of. So master planning is very, very important. Then secondly comes, as I spoke to you about, lighting, the decor, looking at all those aspects has become the second part of it. And third is the aesthetic value, the furniture part of it, which really counts a lot to it, and the design, which matters.
Super. So now, Amitabh, in your career, you must have dealt with different types of clients. Some are demanding, some are difficult. So
Correct.
how do you manage these clients who
I suppose.
your hair is there right now?
Yes, yes, it is there very much. So again, see, we always look at very, very important of for any client is budgeting. So we always try to be as cost effective and as economical as possible, right? And secondly, we have a very transparent working style where we have a proper tender documents made, filled up by two different contractors, where everything is so detailed and minusculely managed in the quotation. The client can, as a layman, understand every small thing. And post that, we make 3D views for the clients to understand the design part of it. And every fortnight, every 15 days, 2 or 3 weeks or 1 week, we have a regular meetings to keep a check on the project cost. And we keep updating clients with what kind of a project, where it's reaching to, where are we heading to. So this keeps us in a check, and the client also keeps it in a check. See, the cost is not really going overboard the project. So financially, the project has to be running within a certain budget. And again, second is your time frame. If you delay the project a lot, it's a loss for the client and loss for us at the same time. So looking at these two aspects, if you maintain the project in a proper timeline and a proper budget, and you hand over the project in the right manner, I suppose clients, they really don't get very upset with us, and they're very happy with the kind of service what we provide with them. So these two things I've got to be really taken care of, like that.
But what happens when a client is very like fussy with the colors, with the lighting, everything, so many things. He comes up with his choices which may not fit into your plan.
I know that today's time, Google Baba is there to help them out with multiple of designs. So what we do, we give them three options for the designs since day one. So option A, option B, option C. And during the project is getting progressed and reaches to a certain level of the finishing aspects, the external finish, like the veneer, the polishing, the painting, the color aspects. If client wants to change, still we are flexible to give them some more options. But again, after a certain time, if the client is really not able to understand what we are trying to give the final project finish, then we say, sir, we'll do it as per you. You become the designer. We are here to execute a project, and we do it as per you. The final project, how the outcome will be coming in, we can't really commit to you on that basis. It's something of that sort.
Make them the architect. That's nice.
Yeah, architect, right? So we become the contractors, the executors, and they become the architects. In the final product, you can imagine how would it come out to be.
Yeah, I can visualize. So this is a labor intensive industry, and you have to work with different classes of labor day in, day out. How do your team manage them and make them understand?
See, with regards to the contractors, take it to be our team of contractors or from the client side. We make it a point, the drawings are very detailed, and we have a regular site visits and have a meeting with the contractors. And we are going to explain them in the layman language, make samples for them, give them detailed drawings, and keep a check the kind of workmanship they are doing, the kind of finishing what they're giving. Is it up to the mark required or not required? So if you do regular visits at the site and keep checking the quality and the finishing, what's happening at site, so the kind of blunder which client would imagine would happen down the line, we negate all those things. And making a sample keeps things in check. Okay, the right thing is getting made or not. So these are kind of things we do for the client and for the contractor to have the project going in very smoothly, with time, something of that sort.
Your memorable project in your 20 years.
In 20 years, we did a hospital named as Criticare Hospital at Juhu. It was a 10,000 square feet hospital. The client's name was Dr. Deepak Nam Joshi. So he was the one who gave us this project, had trust in us. We did their first hospital in 2003. So that was almost 20 years now. So that was one good hospital. What we did, then we did a bungalow in Govandi for one of my clients named Mr. Jimmy Mirchandani. That was again around about 7,500 square feet, which was again done in 2005 or 2007. I really don't know that. The exact year when we did this. Then we did their office in Govandi again, which was again a 10,000 square feet office in Govandi, Aries Agrovet. So these three projects which were done about a decade or more than that. After that, we have done multiple projects. Right now, we are working on a 10,000 square feet bungalow, again in Nepal. In Bombay, currently we are doing one residence in Wadala, that's 2,000 square feet, one in Shivaji Park, 2,500 square feet, then one in Ghatkopar, 2,000 square feet. So Bombay, Nepal, Dubai. So all projects are our baby, and we do the best to come out for the final finished product at the end. And obviously then we part ways, something of that sort, like that.
Okay. So what is the feeling when you are handing over, because you have developed this product, made it, polished it, and then you are handing over to the owner? What is the feeling going on within you?
So we are here to do the best finish possible for the project, the best quality, thus the best finish, best outcome has to be there. So we are very happy to do that. And at the end of the project, the client has to be happy. He needs to be satisfied. And the amount of value that he spent on the project should really be seen at the outcome of the project. So it's very, 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 very touching to hand over a new project to a client and feels very good. The good feel factor is there. And we are always keen to make that happen at the earliest. So the project gets completed in a certain time frame or before time frame. Earlier the project gets completed, the quality and the finish looks much better, and the designs are evolving every month, every week, every day. So the faster we complete a project, the design doesn't look old, and we complete the project in time frame, and we are happy clients we have all the time.
Super. So my next question will be, you have won an award. Also, you got published in the Indian magazine. So
Correct.
What is the importance of getting an award and getting published in different magazines, forums about you? How does it impact your career?
It gives us more visibility, much better presence in the market with the kind of work we are doing. How do we reach people? No doubt there's Facebook, there's Instagram, there's everything. But again, that has a certain limited reach to a certain amount of people. With regards to magazine reaches to anybody and everybody in the world. And people can see our work without knowing us. People will follow you on Facebook or Instagram to a certain level if they know you, right? In these kind of magazines and the ceremony award, which happened with different companies, you are open to so many people, new people you're meeting, unknown people you're meeting, you're connecting with different people, different genres from different countries, cities. So gives a very, very big exposure like that.
I've seen a lot of your completion videos you post in the groups. So the quality of your video are commendable. So what steps you take while recording the videos, and how important is now Instagram plays in an architect's life?
See, I suppose everybody wants their work to be known, the kind of hard work and effort we put in. And with regards to videos, obviously, we try to do as professional shoots as possible, either from a mobile or we hire the professionals who do our photo shoots, because the kind of cameras and the kind of quality work, what they are able to give, we can't really achieve in a normal phones. Earlier cameras, what we had, the normal ones. So right now, professional shoots and good mobile cameras are very good for us. A good lighting plays a very vital role for any of the projects. The lighting is perfect. The picture quality really comes out very nice. And with regards to Instagram and as Facebook or any other media, your visibility really matters a lot. And today, since we are working in 3 different countries, from India, Nepal, and Dubai, we want to reach to more people, give our better services to more people, and make the company grow. And we are here to do that.
Super. My last question in your professional journey will be, how does networking platforms like the BNI, IBG help you grow professionally?
We are here as all these networking partners which we have, IBG, BNI. It's all about getting connected with the like-minded people. And here people are here to share their thought processes. Everyone has a different experience in different industries. So we share knowledge, we share thought processes, and you never know whom we connect to, what industry, and where we really can reach to. So networking is very, very important. It's a very important part of our life. Without that, we can't grow. And meeting new people, learning new things, sharing your own thought process, and merging together, having a collaboration makes a lot of sense in today's time. Because everyone is here to do best in their own industry and stuff like that.
Superb answer. So through different forums we have connected, and we are having this
So true.
conversation, and we meet soon having physical coffee and have more conversations.
Yes, we will be there very soon.
Yeah. So now we come to your personal journey. See,
yes.
Architect job is a very stressful job. How do you de-stress yourself?
De-stress. I normally love to do physical training like gym workouts, yoga, walking, running. So that's one kind of a de-stress, listening to good music and unwinding myself at the end of the day. That's really keeps me cool, calm. And obviously I enjoy doing, this is my passion. Interior designing is my passion. So nothing better could be making me de-stress and relax and calm down. So this is the way I really enjoy my whole day, listening to good music. In the evening or mornings, I try to go to the gym, walk, whatever. And this is my passion. So I really love to work. I can work for, I would say, 18 hours, 24 hours also in a day, which I can't really do that. But this is something what I love to do.
Okay. Now, my next question will be, how do you keep abreast of the changes happening in an architect's or in a designing field, space planning? So much changes when you have started and now. How do you keep abreast?
International magazines are there, international online courses are there, which we keep having a run through, which we keep seeing every now and then. And with every space, we have got to design something different, right? Every space has its own challenges. A smaller space, a larger space. Some places you have huger columns, beams, plus keeping Vastu into mind. So all spaces make us build new designs, make us reinvent ourselves and come up with a new design and a new fresh thought process. And so many architects are there, designers are there all over the world. So we follow some of them. We learn something's new. Everybody's learning and learning and learning. The learning process never stops. So we share each other's thought processes online, offline, magazines, and that's how we grow.
Wow. Now, my next question will be, Amitabh, if you go back to 5 years, what one suggestion would you give yourself and why?
Go back 5 years and give yourself one suggestion. That's a tricky one. Learn to believe and give it time. People don't mind helping you out, but they aren't gonna serve it to you in a silver platter. That's what I think.
Superb answer. What are your hobbies, Amitabh?
My hobbies, I love to travel. Every year I travel to some or the other remote places. Last year had been to India-China border. We had gone for a trek for 10 days. This year we had gone for a 5 days trek to Manang. And earlier to that, I had been to Everest Base Camp. So every year I make it a point for 10 days. I take a break and then travel. And I love traveling. Mountains, different places where we can relax, unwind with nature. I love nature. That's what I'm into. Like that.
Superb. So that is another way of de-stressing.
100%. You're very close to nature. You're close to Everest. What else do you want? Something of that sort.
Superb. I would love to join you on one of your trekking.
Every May I'm there. I'm going to invite you next time very soon, whenever that's going to happen.
Okay. Who is your biggest supporter in life, Amitabh?
My biggest supporter, my parents.
Mm-hmm.
They are the best ones to support me in whatever condition, good, bad, wherever. They've always been supporting me like that.
Superb. So, parents are the biggest supporter to have in one's life. Yeah. Describe Amitabh in one line.
Describe Amitabh in one line.
Not Amitabh Bachchan, huh?
I got that. So I'm a workaholic. Simple one line. I'm available to work, which is my passion. So midnight, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. morning 7 o'clock. I am here to do my work, which I love to the different level. It's my core to do designing, which I can do anytime. So I'm a workaholic. That's it.
Super. Yeah. My last question in your personal journey will be one advice, what that will be you give to an upcoming architect or an interior designer.
One advice. Networking is the key to advance in industry. The earlier you start, the more you grow, and always keep following your passion, keep learning day in and day out, and you'll reach to a different level of architecture interior.
Super. Yeah. Mine are the surprise round, the rapid fire.
Okay.
Okay. Which is your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue.
Same as mine. Residential projects or commercial projects?
Past ones are commercial. Residential are more time taking. And you have different minds involved. Residential, ladies, kids, father, grandfather. So that is more time consuming and more taskier job and you need to really do a lot of brainstorming. Offices are quick. They happen faster. Clients, one closes it, you can really do it overnight. We have finished a 10,000 square feet office in 90 days.
Wow.
And obviously residential for a mock-up also, we did it finished in 90 days also for the 2,000 square feet residential. But again, mock-up, there's one builder to give you an approval. Okay, finish it. So we can really do projects fast as well. But again, residential takes a lot of approvals from clients. They sleep, they come back to you and stuff like that. So residential take more time.
Okay, my next. Which is your favorite city from your travels?
Travel. Kathmandu is favorite. Kathmandu is like lovely. So anywhere you go for half an hour, north side, south side, you reach a mountain, you're trekking. Amazing weather, amazing. You're covered in mountains all over.
Wow. Your favorite food?
My favorite food, Indian, Punjabi, home cooked, mom's hand. Then that's heaven.
One dish, that's
we have in Sindhi, we make this Sindhi curry. Sindhi curry, chawal and took. This is the favorite meal what I would like to have.
Wow. So I have to keep in mind when I'm inviting
you. Yes, thank you.
Because I like this Sindhi curry at this Panchampuri places there.
Correct, got it. Right. So true.
Authentic Sindhi curry serves and thalis are very awesome. Yeah.
Yes.
Good food, 100%. Good price, and you feel content when you leave out, when you go.
Yes, so true. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So thank you, friends. This was a lovely conversation which we had with architect Amitabh Talreja. One word he has said for anyone who wants to build his career is have passion for that career. Not only for 100%. Architects or for designers.
Yes.
You have
for everybody.
Then you achieve your goal.
100%.
So, thank you, Amitabh. Do watch out. This episode will be uploaded on the YouTube channel of the Coffee Conversation Show. Watch out for another episode with another interesting guest speaker. We will be meeting architect Amitabh Talreja soon with our mini coffee, where he will be having short conversation on another topic of his travels. So stay safe and we meet soon. Thank you, Amitabh.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to be on your show. I would love to join you very, very soon and we'll connect in person. Thank you.